Hey, so this may come as a little bit of a surprise to you, a shock. I don't know. It's me. I'm you. Um, I'm from the future, and I managed to get this video to you. It took a lot of hard work, but I figured it out, and I have a message here for you. I think you need to sit down and listen to it. I wrote it in a letter too. It's on the desk right there if you look under that book. Yeah, there it is. Please try and open it before 2020. I know it's Christmas Day. I know you have family over. I know it's a big deal, but it's integral that you open the letter. There's information that's crucial. I need you to keep in mind that there's nothing in this letter that you can change. The future has been set, but there are things you can do to prepare for it. And I just want you to know that. So I wrote everything down because there's a lot. There's a lot. I wrote it here. So I'm going to read it to you. You can listen to this video. You can read my letter. You can do whatever you need to do to prepare, but you need to prepare. Okay? Dear December 25th, 2019, I write to you from a time and place that your greatest imagination could not fathom. I write to you from a place so close, if you sneezed and blinked at the same time, you'd already be here. Although you might not want to do that just yet. Don't worry, I'll explain why. Enjoy your day. Hug your grandma. Tell your cousins you love them. Buy them the graduation presents early. Don't go too far across the world. Stay home just a little longer. That job that you're worried about not getting, don't worry about it. It doesn't exist anymore. At least where I am. Right after New Year's, World War III will be threatened. A distant, dreamy terror now brought to reality. But don't worry, you won't be at the front lines in a strange country. What if I told you you'd have to fight a war in your pajamas, right in your living room? Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Perhaps it's better if you don't know, but I'll tell you anyway. On January 26th, Kobe Bryant will pass away in a plane crash. He left the world before it began to rumble. On January 28th, right before your birthday, there will be a 7.7 earthquake right off the coast of Jamaica, which will yank you from your ankles and pull you out of bed in a daze. You'll never be so happy to turn 23. But it's not the end. Hold your breath. Count to 10. What I've been meaning to tell you all this time, I've been trying to keep to myself. You won't believe me, but I promise it will come sooner than you think. A war will set forth, right on schedule. A war against the human body, of all mankind, every race, creed, and religion. A war that threatens to take us down. A war so violent and bloody, your tiny little brain couldn't wrap itself around it. Your sister, who is a nurse, will be on the front lines, defending your honor. You see, this war creeps inside you, under your skin, into your veins, inside your chest. It starts to become real, hold space for itself, take up oxygen. It threatens to destroy you and everyone you've ever loved. You've read about brave knights, scary dragons, ghouls, and goblins, but you've never seen a creature like this in any of your fairy tales. Perhaps if it had horns and bristles, people would be more careful. But you can't outrun this one. Its trick of invisibility is its greatest asset. Don't go too far from home and wait. It will come to you. You don't have to go looking for it. I don't mean to scare you. I don't even mean to say its name. But it must be known, and you must prepare. It's coming whether you like it or not. What if I told you this disease could stop the world? Make it freeze, make it quiet, keep it still. Streets empty, houses full. Skies will clear, people will cry, sunlight will be a luxury to only some. Trains will stop moving. Airplanes will be rooted to the ground. Ships will have to stay at bay as long as it may take. Whichever place you call your country will wrap itself up to preserve what's left of it. I'm sorry to say, the war against each other somehow still prevails. Within the war against humanity, its bitter sting seems somewhat resilient. Black versus white still exists. There is strange magic in this world, but it seems no magic can combat that. You'd think that it would disappear with all of this, but it hasn't. Bloodshed has not ceased, even though the world has. People will fight for what they think is right, and people will get hurt. Everything will seem as though it's inverted, upside down, unreal. You must think me crazy for saying such things, but I only say them because time is drawing near, and every minute that passes is a minute that's wasted. 2020 will be a year like no other. I know you have high hopes, and I do not want to crush them. In fact, if you nurture that hope, keep it alive within you, within the midst of all this chaos and despair, maybe then you'll win the war. Keep strong. Keep it strong. Hide it if you must. Preserve it in any way you know how, because you need it for the future. We all do. I don't know what kind of world your children will be born into, but I know it will be different from the one you know today. On December 25th, 2019, you've been a postgrad for a little over a week. Bask in that simplicity. Very soon it will seem like a soft dream on a rainy night. Take heed to my warning. Make your preparations. I don't know if this is the apocalypse, but it's better to just treat it as so. It's better to be ready for it. And most of all, please don't give up hope. I'll see you on the other side of this. I promise.
took on 70 patients with the virus.
The killing of George Floyd, 46 years old, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You see the situation, it's deteriorating quickly right now, and I can't stress this is right across.
Today I have strongly recommended to every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets.